Hello and welcome to Insights by 180 Degrees Consulting, Manipal University, Jaipur. This is a webinar where experts on various subjects provide their valuable insights related to their subject and field in the time of ongoing pandemic COVID-19. Today we have Dr. Subin, founder of Roots and Rouse Counseling and Psychotherapy Center. I would like Santosh to introduce the guest to the viewers.
Dear viewers, today here with us is Dr. Subin. Dr. Subin is an exceptionally talented, vibrant personality working in the fields of psychological counseling, psychotherapy, mind power training, brainwave therapy, and motivational training, to name a few. He has been strengthening his state by taking real-time lessons from yogis, gurus, and other well-intentioned personalities to enhance his perception. He has been successful in incorporating his knowledge to materialize the puzzles of the immaterial mind, which had always been a mystery to the world otherwise. His work as a motivational trainer had raised many souls to seek the beauty and calm of self-realization and self-esteem. By the virtue of his hard-earned skills in the field, he brings together the traditional secrets and the modern advances of mind power methods in a keenly selected methodology and transmit that strength to the people. We thank you very much for joining us today, sir, and welcome to Insights by 180 Degrees Consulting, Manipal University, Jaipur.
Yeah, thank you very much. Thank you.
Sir, my first question is, generally people who are going through very tough times tend to keep their worries with themselves. There is a kind of societal pressure, I would say, to portray oneself to be very positive, to be very energized. How do we wipe out this social stigma related to mental illness?
Yeah, it's a very good question actually. See, we can classify this stigma into two types. Like one, we can say like one is inner stigma, or which is within themselves, who are considered as the mentally ill patient, and the second one is we can say social stigma. That means society is injected on the people. Like if somebody is speaking about his mental instability, people, maybe his friends, his colleagues, even his family members and society are considered him as a lunatics or a psycho. They term him like a psycho or a mentally ill person, psycho, something like that, right? So because of that, in his mind itself, he believes that okay, this is nothing to disclose to anyone. It should be kept in his mind itself, because otherwise we'll term him like this, like something fear emerges in his mind. People will think like that. So this stigma have to be erased from society. Then only we can give proper treatment or proper support for the people who are in need of mental support.
That was very well said, sir. We are moving on to the next question.
Yeah, please.
So the next question is that what is your advice to young students and professionals who are going through a very tough time, and how to stay positive and keep on going?
Yeah. Okay. Many things have to do actually. The first thing is that should not consider oneself as a victim. Anyway, all of us are in this world is now going through a very difficult time, but do not consider ourselves as a victim. We can, if we try to find out some positive vibes, we can find out even in the negatives also, but in even the situation is negative also, we can find out positives among that. So we have to focus on that positives. That will give a positive vibe inside us. Inside vibe is very important. In fact, so for creating that, there are many ways. Like we should have to engage in whatever positive things we like to do, or whatever enjoyable or pleasurable things we can do, and communicate with a good circle of friends. And meditation is the main thing. Meditation, because people know that meditation is good, but the thing is that people are thinking like meditation needs time to heal, or to practice it also we require time. Consulting a psychiatrist and taking a pill is very simple for people. They consider they just say one second thing, but meditation is we need to maybe do for 10 minutes or 15 minutes minimum, then it will also work. And the main thing is that in nowadays, now even in now's present scenario, I think all are having enough time. We were all, till now 2020 we were complaining about we are not getting enough time for anything, but now we have time. But people have to think that okay, when they got this time, what they did actually we have to find out our abilities. Everyone is having inborn talents, but some people will go behind that, some people cannot identify it. So this is the moment people can simply find out, trace out their capabilities and nurture them, because we have enough time. Again, we have enough time, I guess. So all these things can promote for their mental support. And one more main thing is that everyone have to avoid negative uses. People are going behind negative uses. What the things you are doing is very positive, but the thing is that when we open a television or we search in the internet and all, we are getting negative uses mainly. So when we read that, we convince our mind that we are victims. So we have to think positive. People think that being negative, it is very difficult to think positive, but it is possible. It is possible. So we have to practice that. Once we practice, only our mind will become positive.
That was very
clear.
Yeah, that was very insightful, sir. So I would like to ask you that you've been exceptionally working in the field of psychological counseling and psychotherapy, mind power training, to name a few. So could you please throw some light on the concept of mind power training?
Yes, very good. Yeah, it's very interesting question, because see, see many mind power trainers, and so many trainings are going on all over India. I mean, not only India, we can see in Singapore, Malaysia, and people from India are flying there and attending the trainings. So mind power, what is mind power? See, mind power means everyone, we know we have mind, right? We have mind associated in our body. So we have mind, and we know we do some things. But when we compare with our colleagues, there are some abilities we have. But in some cases, we can identify that. Suppose I'll tell you with the examples. See, if I have strength, I have my physical strength. You can see in my hand. You can also, if you hold like this, you can see your physical strength. But if you are applying your mental strength, this will become more effective. You can see if I'm applying to my mind, because when I'm concentrating to my mind or my mind power, and I want to apply it to my physical strength, then you can see my hand become shivering like. So, and now I'm applying my mental strength to my physical life. So this mental strength everyone is having inside our mind, but we don't know where to focus. So if someone attend a mind power training, what we do is we train them how to use this inner power which they have already in their mind. And if somebody don't know how to apply, we can by this training we can give clear ways to apply this for their future good. So what I meant is, I know that people believe that okay, they need to success in their life, and they are willing to change. But the thing is that they believe they can't change. So there we have to change. The belief system have to be changed. So if we focus on the belief system, we can change it very, very easily. But the thing is that it should be systematic. And as I said in the last question also, the meditation, that is the main part. So if we meditation means we are calming our mind. So whatever stress we have, if we meditate, we can get relaxation. So that is also very good. So this mental mind power is a very big topic. I can't explain it in a few words. In fact, so many things are coming through my mind. But the thing is that it's simply explaining, we have to change our belief system. And we can use the inner power of the mind. As we say, mind, everybody knows two names, like conscious mind and subconscious, two parts of mind. People say like that. Anyway, there are two, right? So this conscious part we know, because when I'm talking, maybe I'm using some gestures, or I'm shaking my head and breathing, blinking my eyes. Everything is conscious. But apart from that, happening within me, that I'm not understanding, or I'm not doing it purposefully. So like that, our emotions, our anger, everything comes out of our mind. So this is coming from our subconscious mind actually. So mind power training will be focusing on the subconscious mind of a person, and helps to boost his subconscious mind power. So this is a very what relevant topic for all the youngsters, because everyone, this is not required to go for big budget training and all. If simply asked or if browsing the website, you can get good ideas about the mind power boosting and all. So the main part is yoga, meditation, or breathing exercise at least we can do. So this will boost our mental ability or mental power.
Thank you so much, sir. Sai shall be asking you the next question.
Yeah, please.
Sir, according to a fact sheet published by the World Health Organization,
Yes.
globally more than 264 million people of all ages are suffering from depression.
Yes.
Depression is the leading cause which is leading to disability worldwide, and it's a major contributor of the global burden of disease. So how do we tackle this issue, like from in the perspective of people of all ages?
Yes. Actually, depression is a global health concern. It can affect our mental health as well as a physical health. If someone is depressed, no, they may invite so many physical issues to their health, we can say. Like depression, first thing is that people don't know whether they are depressed or they are having just a mere stress or something. People don't know what is depression and what is stress. So there are symptoms we can identify easily. Like depression means, we can say, suppose we lack interest to do something we do daily, or we lack interest to do or perform our hobby. So like that things we can understand. Okay, something is happening to me. At that time, I request all of our viewers to seek psychological help at this moment, because as the stigma is there, no one will discuss about this to any other people. So definitely, this depression means that it will be also having stages, right? So in the beginning, if we can understand that, and if we can find out some ways to clear out, then will be very easy. Otherwise, it will definitely affect our mental and physical health, and it may lead to even suicide and all. Some major issues will happen in few cases. So definitely, this depression have to be arrested in the initial stages itself. People actually tend to wait more. Okay, whether within 2 days it will I'll be okay. Let me see. Let me talk to my friend. Not that we have to consult a counselor or a psychologist who are in the field of depression counseling and all. And many therapies are also available in India. In India, actually, still we are having lacking mental health workers. Actually, we have only few psychologists and only few hospitals offering psychology and psychiatric treatments, I guess. So that have to be changed. So that change we need to expect from our government only, but we can't do anything in that, in fact. But that has to become the people, if having some sort of depression symptoms, they should have a proper channel to clear out their problem, or a proper channel to reach out to the professionals. So that have to be implemented in India, I guess. Other countries, I guess, other countries, modern countries have their own way, because now due to lockdown season, we are using more online facilities now. But till 2020 beginning, we were approaching health clinics or government sectors like that. We are not into this online flat platform, but now they are used to it. So the big thing happened due to this lockdown is that people used to use the system which is available online. So now we can see so many people are into counseling or giving online consultation. Even NIMHANS has arranged a free telecounseling for the people who are having anxiety symptoms due to COVID issues. So all these things are happening only through online. So now I guess now we can do several things, like who are qualified in this field can do many more things to the society.
Thank you, sir. We are moving on to the next question.
Yeah.
As you mentioned that we should seek professional help to just vent out our thoughts. So what are your views on the professional counseling and mental health is seen in India, like how it is perceived by the Indian audience?
Yeah, as I said, no, the stigma is attached to everything. So when someone identify himself as this is the time he needed support, but the thing is that the stigma will make him to think apart from that, because people feel like if someone opens to a friend also, he will say to someone, Like that, confidentiality is uh, less in this world nowadays, because in olden days we can say best friends, they won't cheat us, but now people say that when we consult people, people say we can't even trust our best friends because they will relieve the things to their best friends. Like that people used to say nowadays. So that belief system has broken the society. So we have to do something to regain that. So I think now the thing is that we have many professionals who are into this field, but the thing is that uh, the ill person doesn't know how they can reach to them, because when we approach many people, maybe suppose if say consider our clinic also, we can say like if somebody calls for our clinic in emergency basis, we can't support them because we already give bookings, and our all supporting staff will be busy with the present clients. So if somebody needs the support immediately, that should be offered. So some kind of we are planning some innovations in the field, this field. So if something happens like that only, the scenario will change. And as I said earlier, from the government side also, some interventions have to be taken to clear out this lack of handle workers. So we need many people into this, because as if we if we take the statistics, we can see that very few hospitals in India are offering psychiatry or psychological treatments, and that have to be improved.
All right. Thank you so much, sir, for that answer.
I have a question.
Yeah, please.
How would you explain or theorize this pandemic has affected on mental health of the people, like in general? Is it on the positive side or the negative side?
See, this is anyway, this happened, whatever happened due to this COVID season, it is, we can term it as negative only, because everyone is now tensed about their financial status and their job or whatever, even their mental and physical health, everyone is concerned about. But the thing is that, as I said, this is a positive thing. See, this is the time will change. Like, so we have to focus on our future, and we have to focus on the positives which be offered by these negative situations. Even as I said, now this COVID period, everyone is in maybe in their home and all, but we have enough time. So in this time we can utilize for many things. So this can be considered positive. So as I said, we have time now, so this time can be utilized well for a better future. So I just want to say very few things, like which is very important. Like, if someone wants to lead a happy life, this is a negative situation, but we need to lead a happy life. So what we have to do is, the first thing is that we have to identify what things or what activities are going to give us happiness. This is the first thing. So we can maybe in childhood we had some hobbies like singing or dancing or reading books or drawing or something. We have to restart it now. So that will give us happiness. And without doing anything which gives us happiness, and just thinking about the whatever the negatives we are getting now, our inner vibes will be negative only. That will lead for negative thoughts, and we can't think positive at that moment. So the main thing is that what we have to do is, we have to focus on positive things. We have to communicate with positive groups. We have to read positive news, and we have to engage ourselves with happy moments. So that is possible. So we have to find ways for that. And meditation is the very required thing, and to overcome any mental situations. So have to meditate. Everyone have to start meditation. At least, if meditation is not possible, at least 10 to 15 minutes breathing exercise is enough, also enough. A small kind of breathing exercise that can take. This is also very relevant. This will clear our thoughts, and which will give us more clear and very positive inputs from our mind.
That was very well said, sir.
Thank you.
Right. So I would like to ask a question. So basically, just like the conversation we've had so far, and also considering the chain of events which we've been experiencing these days, so there has been a lot of talk about the mental health and depression, and how that one should actually fight depression. So it has seen that a person, when going through this phase, should actually approach for a professional help. But the question arises is that, when does a person get to know that now a professional help is needed? because you can also, confuse with the fact that if the person is introvert and would like to deal with the problem all by himself, so does that provide the sign of loneliness or depression, or when exactly?
Yes, actually, uh, I just said earlier, like if someone lacking interest to do the activities which he performed daily, and someone is not getting pleasure out of the things which he used to get pleasure before, what it is. So in that starting stage we can identify, and if we see, there are people like we love to be together each other, like maybe within our family members or friends. If suppose when they are coming to our home, we'll be very happy. And suppose if somebody is calling among this guy and telling that I'm coming to your home, I said no, you don't come, I don't want to talk to you. If we feel like that, we can understand that we are into something. And at that time we just no need to go for a big therapy or a big psychology session. We just need to talk to a counselor or a mental health professional to clear out our negatives. This will happen only because there may be some strains in our mentality or mind, we can say. So that should be wiped out immediately. Otherwise it may lead to some other psychological issues, or maybe up to depression it may go. So we have to wipe out in the initial stage itself.
All right, thank you, sir.
So, sir, I have a question for you. Is that the corporates and the businesses, how should they, include a wellness program or say some stress reliever program, which could, help manage the work stress and have a better, mental health for the employees?
Yeah. See, many MNCs are doing it actually. They have separate recreational facilities for the employees, and they are giving periodical motivational speech for the employees. Actually, we are also into it. We visit many institutions and or many MNCs, and we are offering, we are delivering our motivational speech, and we are conducting several mind power trainings for the employees. So that is very important, because anyway, suppose the main we can say like IT professionals are the main people who are having more stress in the world. So because they are always dealing with the human beings, they are not interacting with people, they are interacting with the computer. That's the main thing. So they have to find time to interact with the people. So that can be arranged, like some group games or something. If they can't afford a psychologist or a motivational speaker to speak for their employees, they can at least conduct a group game or like a seminar among themselves, something like that, to interact with the people. So whatever things bringing happiness to the people is required in any work atmosphere, I guess. So every corporate have to think about like having monthly once, at least once, a relaxation program which includes yoga or other things which may relax their mind. Like we have so many meditation musics available nowadays, so at least they can use it, that music and meditation can be done, or any other possible ways to make their mind happy or make their mind stress free is required. So I think many MNCs are doing right now, but still it not reached to many. But still we have to, if there is any possible way that we can request them, we can only request that they have to consider their employees' mental health, because that is their power. Their mental health is their company's power. So definitely they have to find some ways to nurture it.
That was very well said, sir. Thank you. So, dear listeners, this was Dr. Subin, founder of Roots and Routes Counseling and Psychotherapy Center, sharing his insights on psychology and mental health. We thank him for taking out his valuable time to be here with us. Thank you so much, sir. Thank you.
Oh, thank you very much. I'm really happy with your questions, and I'm really seeing this vibrant youngsters behind this. I'm very happy. Okay, in future also, if any help I can do for you, please contact me. I'm very happy to work with you in future too.
Absolutely.
Thank you so much, sir.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much for calling me. Thank you.